A father, a daughter, a wife, and a porch conversation that exposed the darkest cracks in a family already falling apart. Fans called it Kody's dark days. Others called it pure cruelty. But for Christine and Ysabel, it became the moment everything changed. In this documentary, we peel back the layers of season 16, how Kody's unraveling, Christine's courage, and Ysabel's pain collided on one fateful afternoon. We'll hear the voices of fans, analyze the hidden backstory, and reveal why this single conversation became the breaking point for sister wives. And what Kody said that day. It still sparks outrage years later. Part 1. Was this the breaking point? Was season 16 the darkest chapter yet in the Brown family saga, or just Kody Brown's pure cruelty laid bare for the world to see? Fans everywhere are horrified, asking the same question. Has sister wives crossed the line?
Which ones? Yeah. No. You just start, because there's been so many. No, I don't even know. I'll watch it and I'll be like, Dave, did you just see that? Did he really just say that? Did he really just say that? Are you serious?
Well, don't blame me.
Now, we dive deep into the secrets, the betrayals, the unraveling of faith, family, and the fragile thread that once held everything together. And trust me, you haven't heard the darkest twist yet. Season 16 was billed as the most emotional season yet. But fans didn't expect this level of raw cruelty. Episode by episode, we watched Kody's relationships collapse like dominoes, starting with Christine. Christine stood up for herself and walked away. For millions of women watching, it wasn't just television. It was their story too, of leaving a partner who stopped listening, stopped caring, stopped loving. But if Christine's exit was shocking, what came next stunned even longtime fans of the show. Janelle, always the peacemaker, started questioning her place. Fans could see the cracks, the frustration, the exhaustion of years spent defending a man who seemed more focused on control than compassion. And then there was Mary, the forgotten wife. Viewers cringed as her loneliness played out on national TV, while Kody brushed her off with cold indifference. Women across America took to Facebook, furious at how casually she was discarded. Still, nothing prepared us for Robyn's role in all this. Was Robyn truly the innocent wife, caught in the storm? Or was she Kody's willing accomplice, cementing her place as the favorite while the others crumbled? Fans debated endlessly, was Robyn manipulated, or was she the manipulator? The emotional conflict built to unbearable levels. Viewers didn't just watch, they felt the heartbreak, the betrayal, the rage. Sister Wives wasn't just entertainment anymore. It was a mirror, a warning. But just when fans thought the family couldn't fracture any further, season 16 dropped a bombshell no one saw coming. The climax came when Christine officially left. Cameras rolled as she packed her things, declared her independence, and shut the door on decades of polygamy. For fans, it was both devastating and liberating. And here's the twist: while Christine's departure seemed like a personal loss, it actually exposed something deeper. Kody's dark days weren't about one wife leaving. They were about the collapse of his control. Season 16 showed us not just a family breaking apart, but a man unraveling. And fans? They weren't quiet about it. Social media exploded. On TikTok, women called Kody a narcissist. On Facebook, entire groups formed to support Christine. Twitter lit up with outrage, calling season 16 the cruelest season yet. But here's the bigger question: did TLC exploit the pain of these women for ratings? Or did the cameras finally reveal the truth we were never meant to see? Because what happens behind closed doors in a polygamist marriage may be far darker than what the cameras captured. As season 16 ended, one thing was clear: the Brown family we once knew was gone forever. And America's women, from 30 to 80, felt it in their bones. Christine's strength wasn't just hers, it was theirs too. So, were these Kody's dark days? Or just pure cruelty? Maybe both. But what we do know is that season 16 became more than reality TV, it became a cultural reckoning. And if you think season 16 was dark, just wait. The story of the Browns isn't finished. If you felt the heartbreak, the rage, or the hope in Christine's courage, hit like, share this video with your friends. Part To a single porch. 3 voices. One conversation that split a family in half. When Christine and her daughter Ysabel confronted Kody Brown in season 16, fans didn't just watch a father fail, they watched a mother and daughter reclaim their power. Now we revisit the porch conversation that changed everything. A turning point not just for Christine, but for every woman who's ever stood up and said, enough. And what Kody said that day still leaves fans speechless. It began with Ysabel, a daughter in pain, not just physical but emotional. She needed her father's support, and instead she got distance. Kody's refusal to attend her surgery still haunts viewers. And now, on that porch, Ysabel's voice finally broke the silence. Fans across America felt it, a daughter pleading for love, while a father hid behind rules, excuses, and cold detachment. But the real storm came when Christine stepped in. Christine, years of bottled hurt in her eyes, told Kody exactly what the world had been thinking, that his choices had broken trust not just as a husband, but as a father. Viewers leaned forward, pulses racing. Was this the moment Christine finally snapped? The emotional weight crushed through the screen. Women across Facebook and TikTok wept, recalling their own porch conversations, their own moments of finally telling a partner the truth. But Kody didn't soften. He doubled down. Instead of compassion, Kody gave defensiveness. Instead of apology, he gave justification. The porch became a battleground. And the world watched as Christine's strength rose higher, while Kody's credibility fell lower. By the 30-minute mark of that episode, fans weren't just watching reality TV. They were watching a generational clash, a mother teaching her daughter that you don't stay silent when someone treats you as less. And then Christine dropped the line that shook the fandom. The climax of the porch conversation wasn't loud. It wasn't explosive. It was Christine's calm declaration, "I can't do this anymore." That single sentence, whispered in exhaustion, thundered louder than any fight. In that moment, Christine wasn't just leaving Kody's authority. She was teaching Ysabel and every woman watching that boundaries matter, even in the face of a patriarch. And fans? They erupted. Twitter lit up, "Christine is all of us." Facebook groups swelled with support. Women shared their own stories of confronting partners who dismissed them. TikTok stitched Christine's words into anthem-like clips. The porch became a symbol not of family unity, but of breaking free. But here's the twist. While fans saw Christine's bravery, many also saw Kody's response as a chilling glimpse into his deeper fears, losing control, losing loyalty, losing the narrative he'd built for decades. And the backlash against Kody? It was brutal. Accusations of neglect, cruelty, favoritism. Fans questioned TLC's ethics. Was this family's suffering being amplified for ratings? Or had the cameras simply revealed the truth, that the Brown patriarch had been unraveling all along? Christine's porch stand wasn't just a confrontation. It was a revolution. And America's women ages 30 to 80 felt it in their bones. Because they knew, when Christine said enough, she wasn't just speaking for herself. She was speaking for them. So was this just a porch conversation? Or was it the exact moment the sister wives story changed forever? For Christine and Ysabel, it was more than talk. It was liberation. And if you thought this porch was dramatic, just wait. The Brown family's saga is far from over. If you believe Christine's courage deserves to be remembered, hit like, share this video with your friends. Let's deep dive in full details. Part 3. Season 16 wasn't the beginning of the end, but it was the season when Christine stopped hiding her pain. Years of feeling like the forgotten wife boiled to the surface. Her marriage wasn't just cold, it was suffocating. Viewers saw the heartbreak, but behind the cameras, the legal reality was stark. As spiritual, not legal wives, Christine had no marital rights. Walking away wasn't just emotional, it meant total independence. So when Kody dismissed her concerns that season, Christine's silence ended. Enter Ysabel. At just 17, she needed surgery for scoliosis. Fans still remember, Kody refused to travel with her, citing pandemic risks. For viewers, It was unthinkable a father skipping his daughter's surgery. For Ysabel, it was rejection carved deep into her memory. By the time she sat on that porch, Ysabel wasn't just a daughter. She was a symbol for every child who's felt abandoned by a parent's choices. And that's when Christine stepped in, not just as a wife, but as a mother protecting her child. The porch scene unfolded in slow motion. Christine's voice cracked, Ysabel's tears fell, Kody's arms crossed. Each second dragged, every silence screamed louder than words. Fans watching live felt their own memories surface. Porch talks with neglectful husbands, with fathers who weren't there, with men who couldn't see beyond their pride. But while Christine found her voice, Kody found his anger. Behind all of this loomed another figure, Robyn. Was she the favored wife? Or the scapegoat? Fans debated endlessly on Reddit threads, Facebook groups, and YouTube comments. Fan comment: Robyn isn't innocent. Another: Kody treats her like the only wife. The favoritism Christine and Ysabel confronted wasn't just about love. It was about survival in a collapsing plural marriage. And fans didn't just sympathize, they picked sides. The turning point came when Christine whispered, "I can't do this anymore." It wasn't just a breakup. It was liberation, broadcast on national TV. That whisper became a roar across America. Women saw themselves in Christine, leaving not just a man, but years of silent suffering. And what happened online? A firestorm. Reddit threads exploded. Christine is all of us. Facebook communities rallied. TikTok edits set Christine's words to music, turning pain into anthem. But the backlash against Kody was fierce. Fans accused him of narcissism, cruelty, emotional neglect. Even longtime defenders of polygamy questioned whether the sister wives experiment had collapsed under its own weight. And yet Kody still insisted he was right. Here's where analysis matters. This wasn't just reality TV drama. It was the unraveling of a system. Polygamy, with its built-in favoritism, had finally shown its fault lines. Christine's porch stand wasn't only about Kody. It was about rejecting a structure that left women disposable. And legally, Christine's choice exposed another truth. Without marriage certificates, wives like her had no protections. Walking away meant walking into uncertainty, but also into freedom. So was this cruelty, or was it Kody's collapse? The porch conversation didn't just change Christine and Ysabel's lives. It changed sister wives forever. A daughter demanded love, a mother demanded respect, and a man showed the world his darkest days. And if you thought that was dramatic, just wait. Because the Brown family's story isn't finished. And the next chapters, maybe even darker. If Christine's courage inspired you, or if you've ever had your own porch conversation, drop your story in the comments. Let's make this a space for women to share, heal, and support each other. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and share it with a friend who needs Christine's strength today. And stick around our next deep